Good content alone isn't enough. If you're not viewbotting and everyone else is, you're at a disadvantage. That unfortunately is not a quote from a shady forum, it is a direct quote from the CEO of Night Media, the agency behind Mr. Beast or Kai Cenat. Welcome to the Creator News, covering everything you need to know about this week as a creator. Let's start with YouTube's newest headline feature, Ask Studio, as it is rolling out further. This is a Gemini-based AI assistant that is built directly into your YouTube analytics, designed to answer questions about your channel. But before you fire your analyst, if you have one, let's do a quick reality check. Currently, this tool hallucinates metrics every second prompt, and you have to double or triple check the numbers it spits out, which directly defeats the whole purpose of an automated assistant. Also, it wouldn't be a YouTube launch without bugs, obviously. If your channel location and your interface language don't match, for example, if you're based in Germany but prefer the English language in the studio like I do, the button simply might not appear for you. And there was also an initial bug where the Ask Studio button was completely invisible when you were in dark mode, but at least that one got fixed pretty soon. So that's not happening anymore. But here's the even broader philosophical issue with using Ask Studio. AI is a tool, not an oracle, and it is trained on millions of data points. And if the training data consists of millions of average or even below average channels, the AI will confidently suggest ideas that are average or even below average. And that is no offense to Gemini or any other LLM, but if you want to stand out, you can't rely on a machine that calculates the mathematical average on creativity. Like, if you want to have an actual data-backed strategy, talk to someone who has worked in the field for 10 years. And that would be us. Book a consulting call via team at KW Media. We have 2 slots left in March, so be quick to reach out. Whether you take the advice of the AI or an agency, what you do with the data is up to you, but at least make sure the data isn't hallucinated. Speaking of data, a quick follow-up on the last week's deep dive on YouTube Premium revenue. YouTube is actually expanding the rollout of Premium Lite to more countries. What is interesting here is that the background play and offline viewing are being moved down from the full premium tier to the cheaper light tier. If you remember our data from last week, premium watch time accounted for roughly 4% of total revenue. With light becoming much more attractive for consumers, keep an eye out on your analytics if you might see a shift to like more YouTube Premium revenue instead of less like the YouTube Premium bug suggests. Now let's move over to Twitch and their current viewbotting drama. On March 2nd, Duchscher, the founder of Night Media, representing the absolute elite of the creator space, penned an article on Twitter, and yes, we are still calling it Twitter, basically endorsing viewbotting. He argued that because Twitch's detection tools are reactive at best, creators who play by the rules are choosing invisibility. He is admitting to buying a week's worth of bot on his own test, which are like $180 for 1,500 followers and 750 concurrent viewers, and he called it an not bad investment. But let's be crystal clear here. Twitch's official rules forbids this. Using services that promise higher visibility in exchange for lurking is considered a form of fake engagement. But Duchscher's article highlights a fundamental platform failure. And as fellow creator Zach Bussey accurately pointed out, Reed recently raised $70 million for his own agency. By publicly stating that Twitch is full of bots, he's basically trying to tell advertisers, you can't trust the platform numbers, you have to trust my hand-picked talent instead. And the harsh reality is, advertisers already know this. We are looking at the toxic chicken and egg cycle. It started because Twitch has no real discovery algorithm. If you aren't at the top of the directory, you don't exist. So people view botted to just get seen, and over the last decade, advertisers realized those fake numbers and silent lurkers don't convert into actual sales. Because the industry lost trust, Twitch's own internal sponsorship program now pays absolute pennies, often way below the industry standard of $1 to $2 per CCV. So to survive, creators are forced to chase external direct sales, but those external agencies demand massive numbers, which now just fuels the viewbotting cycle all over again. Zach also pointed out a brutal metric in his breakdown. If you pitch a brand with 1,000 concurrent viewers today, they will treat you like you have 300. To verify your actual influence, brands now check your YouTube and your TikTok and your Instagram And if your Twitch numbers are high but your YouTube videos get 0 views, you won't get the deal. Cross-platform presence is mandatory now. If we look at YouTube at a parallel, they have their own strict fake engagement policies. But YouTube actually tries to undercut the black market for viewbotting by introducing YouTube promotions, which isn't good at all, but you can officially pay YouTube to push your video. And here is the allegory that we always use. Even a golden turd is still a turd. You're much better off putting that money you would spend on an ad into better production, instead of trying to force artificial views onto bad content. Finally, ending on a personal note, voice replies are now officially rolling out to all creators in the YouTube comments. A fair warning to my audience, I really hate voice messages. Sending a voice message to me feels like a giant middle finger to the other person's time. I know I can read a comment in 2 seconds, but I wouldn't want to listen to someone ramble on 2x speed for a minute. Like, fortunately, YouTube, at least on desktop, transcribes the voice reply and you can actually read it. If you want to listen to it, fine. But I don't know. How do you feel about voice replies? Let me know in the comments below. I want to know your take on the Twitch drama. Is read write calling viewbotting a modern distribution tactic, or should Twitch be banning these people immediately? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Martin, bringing you the relevant creator news, and I'll see you next week.